Right, Luke, is that a point gained or 2 points dropped, do you think?
No, it's definitely a point gained. First half we were good, we were really good. I think we were in the ascendancy to pick up all three. We looked good, we carried on doing it, and second half they were in the ascendancy. So I think it's always going to be a good point against Abbey, home or away. We'll take it. I think they'll be fairly happy with it as well. First half we had it, second half they had it, so one is even.
Yeah, as you say, they're usually quite up the table every single season, so to obviously get a positive result is always good. I wanted to just touch on the defence and the goalie, Ben, because that's another clean sheet for them.
Yeah, that's two now, so I'm really pleased with them. We were always talking on the sidelines, thinking what can we do to help them out. We had to trust them. We knew that in the last 20 minutes they were peppering us. They got really close, hitting the bar, hit the post, but we held firm, and we've got to sometimes give them the credit where it's due. That's 2 clean sheets, and it's always great to have clean sheets because you're always going to get points from it. It wasn't our day-to-day for the strikers, but they've helped us out with 3 points here and there, so it's a good point today. I am happy.
And that's 3 games on the bounce where you've taken something, so that's obviously always good. I was just going to touch on at the beginning of the game. You must be really glad at that start, because considering they are higher up on the table than you at this moment in time, and the lads came out and they really pushed. Obviously didn't get the end product, but
they're very resilient and they're very well structured. And you always know you're going to have a tough game, home or away. You always know you're going to be up for the challenge. The conditions were challenging, and but Abbey dealt with them really well. It was a lot more of a direct game, and they never stopped. So we knew that we had to be right on it from minute one. We had our chances, don't get me wrong. I think we could have gone up early doors. We've done that before, but it wasn't to be, and they would have probably looked at that in the second half thinking we could have taken all 3. But looking back at it, it was a good point for both teams, a good point for us for sure, because we're trying to creep up the table, and that's momentum. We've got now 3 unbeaten, so that's really pleasing from the management side, and we can go into next week hoping that we can progress to the next round. We know that Hassel's are unbeaten, we know that they're going to be a really top side, but we're at home and we're fairly good at home, so we'll use these last 3 games as momentum, we'll use the 2 clean sheets as momentum, and hopefully go through to the next round next week.
Yeah, I was just going to reference next week, because that's a big match. Well, every game's a big one, but obviously that one, break from the league again. The last one from me, that last sort of barrage that Abbey sort of gave to you in the last few minutes, whilst it's obviously going to be your anxiety for the month and all that sort of thing, but as I say, big up to Ben and the defenders because they held firm.
Yeah, exactly that. You're always going to get points, and points win prizes, and we now just look back at the beginning of the season thinking, what if? But you've got to give it to them. They've kept 2 clean sheets. They've stood firm, particularly in the last 20 minutes. We had difficulty in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes of the game, plus injury time, of conceding late. And we've stopped the rot now. So that's really good. And that gives you that positivity to try and go out and at least win it. And you then know that as time's ticking on, we're getting the point, now let's try and push for 3. So, look, it's a 0-0. I'm very pleased. It's 3 on the bounce and we haven't lost, so we'll move it on to next week. Let's see if we can progress, because that will certainly help the club out, and hopefully make 3 unbeaten to 4.